I become empathetic. It's through life. Well, often people say, well, why'd they do that? Or why that happen? Or why'd they act that way? Well, as becoming more empathetic, I start to realize there's always reasons, there's always stuff going on, and often people aren't doing things to others, they're doing things as a result or reaction to what they got going on themselves. And it's through that brokenness and surrender that I've had in my life that I can start to appreciate others' challenges, struggles, shortcomings, flaws, character defects, if you will. You know, it's not to give them a pass, but sometimes we have those blind spots that for a long time we may not even be aware of, or that was just the kind of the environment that people were raised in and just the thought pattern. So again, not to excuse, but just to understand. Because everything always gets filtered through what we see, how we see it, the way we see it. So as I've learned in my journey, as I learned in my transformations and changes, I've learned that others have similar or sometimes even worse things to go through that will at a time filter or how they perceive the world around them, how they interact with the world around them. So, you know, that is that process. That is what I've learned and strive to do more of, strive to become better at. You know, just that realization, what Mentor said, most people are doing the best they can any given day. I mean, it may not be quote unquote worth a darn, but but at that moment, at that time, at that situation, because I know for me, the old timers would talk about halt, hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. When you have those things going on, perceptions get changed. So the way I see things, the way I interact with things, the way I deal with situations is different when I'm in the midst of any of those things. I call them perception changers. So others may have that same stuff going on. You know, a little quick story of a dad on a subway with a bunch of kids running around as like little banshees, and he seemed very distracted. And finally, the other people said, "Hey, why don't you control your kids?" He kind of snapped out of his daze. He said, "Oh, sorry, I guess I need to. Sorry about that. We just got home, got back from the hospital. The wife had just died, and I'm trying to figure out how to tell these little kids they no longer have a mom." So it's that realization, as giving the guy a benefit of the doubt first before we judge him. So so having that awareness, having that just willingness to pause and ask. So have a great day. Stay ready.